Let's dive into Eagle's #1 rated, self-proclaimed by me, best neighborhood in all of Eagle. That is Legacy Subdivision coming your way. Why is it so great? Why did I choose to live there for 7 years? Why are people flocking there? Why when I drive them, the out-of-staters saying, holy cow, I want to live here? We're going to dive into all that and more because Eagle has a ton to offer for you moving from out-of-state to Idaho. Let's go! Why is Legacy so great? Well, from a 35,000 foot view, Legacy is 590 acres between Highway 16, that's the highway that goes from basically Star Eagle to Emmett, and Linda Road, that's one of the roads that goes across Boise River, and it's on the west side of Eagle between, Eagle Star boundary, and there's a ton to do. It's a master planned community with pools, with soccer fields that were at one time laser leveled. This was developed in 2008, done originally so by Jack Nicholas and Mia Hamm, those organizations, the people, but not those people exactly, but their organizations. It was gonna be a golf center and a soccer center. But it started in 2008. We know what happened in 2008. That's when I was an appraiser. The market just went down. And so they lost the community. I can't remember how many times the community changed hands. Developers, home builders came and scraped the money together and saved this neighborhood. When they started kind of picking up construction again, like 2013, 2014, because it really hit a lull, there were homes that were, there were bumps and sidewalks, there were weeds everywhere. It's not what it is today. If you get on Google Maps, you can see quite a different view of what Legacy was compared to what it is, because right now it is pristine and beautiful. There are patio homes ranging to huge custom homes on the water. There's townhomes, single family homes, RV bays, no RV bays, 2-car garages, 5-car garages. There is quite a bit of variety. So they do this because if you get into a townhome and you like Legacy so much, you'll actually want to stay in Legacy. So you graduate from a townhome to a single family home, single family to a 4,000 square foot home. And then after 4,000 square foot home, maybe a patio home to retire in. You have 26 acre 3-hole golf course. It's a 5-part and a 3-part over the water and a 4-part coming back. And you don't have to have a tee time. You just get on, have the magic towel that they have. It's custom. And you can golf anytime you want. Tennis, there's 3 tennis ball courts. There's pickleball. Those pickleball courts are on the tennis courts. There is the soccer, laser level field soccer. There's 3 pools. They're all heated, which is unusual in Idaho. There are 2 pools that have clubhouses attached to them. There's a 7-acre pond in the middle of the subdivision along with about 15 other ponds. And there's a ton of walking paths. And if you don't own a golf cart in Legacy, you just might be the one with the dunce cap on in the corner, because everyone, it seems, owns a golf cart. We had a golf cart there for the last year we were there, and it's awesome. You just putt around and go to the pool, go to the event that night. We'll talk more about events later on and which events Legacy has and things. But there's a ton of walking paths, running paths. It's a very active community. You'll see a ton of people going around any time of day, hot or cold. Every day there's people who are running, walking, jogging, walking their dogs, whatever it might be. So Legacy has it all. That was a general overview of Legacy as a whole. Now let's talk about Eagle's location and why people are choosing Eagle's location of Legacy. So it's located off of Star and Highway 44, which is, some people call it state. It is state at that point. It is a hop, skip, and a jump to Fred Meyer, Costa Vida, Boise Fry Co., Blaze Pizza. Costco's only a mile more than Fred Meyer, and then from Costco you only have another mile more to Walmart. There's Walmart delivery that works. The Boise River is about 2 miles south as the crow flies. And those stores I mentioned are technically Eagle address. They're on the border of North Meridian and Eagle, but if you go into Eagle, you're only almost the same time away, about 10 minutes away. And you'll hit Albertsons, you'll hit McDonald's, you'll hit some barbecue joints. You'll hit a lot more things there too at Eagle and State. So that's also very, very close. The Boise River runs along Highway 44, so you actually can float, you can fish. There's a ton of fly fishermen always on that bridge by Linder and the Boise River, where I see a few a week. Let's talk about housing in Legacy Subdivision. We wanted to gather some real estate data for you so you can kind of get a hold and a feel of what Legacy's housing market is. What I want to do for you is break down Eagle versus Legacy, the different home prices that there are there, and let you see from a 30-day snapshot the differences between the two. So if we take Eagle, there was 82 homes sold in Eagle in that 1 month period in the summer, compared to Legacy had 11 of those 82. Median sold days in Legacy is 5 compared to Eagle at 12. Legacy is a desired sub. The lowest price sold in Legacy in that 30-day period was $630,290, whereas the lowest home price in Eagle was $489. Median sold price in Legacy was $1.07 million, and the median sold price in Eagle was $909. And then the highest sold price in all of Eagle was $2.9, and then the highest sold price in Legacy was $1.36 in that 30-day period. most times the highest sold property in Legacy, I mean, you can touch 2 million. There actually is a property around 3 million for sale right now. Huge home. It looks like it's on 2 lots. It's on a pond. It's going to possibly have to come down a little, I would say, just my judgment call on that, but don't know. And that's a good idea to give you a comparison between Eagle and Legacy. When you compare those numbers, to me, those numbers share to me that Legacy is a desirable sub to be in. As of now, we've counted 896 lots in Legacy. Now, are there more coming? Quite possibly, because there are phases that aren't even announced yet. As of the recording of this video, there are still lots of new homes for sale in Legacy. A quick reminder, stay to the end because I'm gonna give you my honest review of Legacy. I lived there for 7 years. There was a reason I moved out. I want you to hear the real raw truth, but stick with me because Legacy still is a place that rocks, and it will rock your socks off. Now, let's take a quick look at this little graphic right here showing Legacy's HOA costs to some of the Eagle HOAs that you'll see here in the valley. So let's take a look. You can see that Mace River has, $1,400, $1,900. Legacy's anywhere from $1,600 to $1,800, and now that's actually higher. Having lived there, we paid like about $490 every quarter. I do the math, it's a little bit more. The Shores, $2,400. Lakemore, that's off of Eagle Road, right by the Shores, that's $1,600. Not as nice as the Shores. Two Rivers ranges anywhere from $1,900 all the way up to $4,600. As you can see, all those ones on the right there, that is Two Rivers. There's different sections of that community. Some of that cool activities that Legacy hosts are food truck night, which happens in some neighborhoods around the valley, but consistently every Wednesday night in Legacy during the summer from May till September. There are food trucks out, at least 2 every Wednesday night. There's the Christmas reindeer hunt. It's like a scavenger hunt where they have volunteers from the neighborhood put different things in their yards and they collect it, and then they have all the kids drive around with their parents and they find these little secret hidden clues and scavenger hunt items. Like I see Santa upside down in the chimney. It'll have like a light set on the roof of Santa on the chimney. Some of them aren't hard, but it's just super fun and cute and fun for the kids. There's a golf cart parade every 4th of July and Christmas. Those are super fun and cold in the winter. There's a Christmas light contest every winter as well. Private donations is like $100 or $200 for the winter or something. Pretty fun. Before we get to the next point, real quick, I'm Brian Hymas, born and raised in Boise. I was an appraiser, now I'm an agent. Born and raised all in this beautiful valley of Boise called the Treasure Valley. If you are thinking about moving to Boise, pick up the phone, give me an email or a text, and I would love to help you, just like the others that have called, texted, email. I get those calls all the time, those emails. Not everyone pans out, but they want to see what's in it for them. If this is a good move for them, if they're thinking about things clearly, get on the phone, let's chat. If you have a clear plan or if you need a plan, let's use my 1, 2, 3 easy buying process so that you can end up in Boise and make your Idaho dreams come true. Now, next point. So let's dive in real quick as a brief overview to Eagle's cost of living. Eagle's what we'd call a white collar community. 90% roughly of the community is in white collar jobs, well above the national average. Overall, Eagle's a city of professionals, workers, office workers, managers. Some stats that might intrigue you: we have 16% of the people who live in Eagle are in sales jobs, 16% roughly are in management occupations, and about 11% of office and admin. Let's dive into this cost of living index. It's going to be a scale where 100 is the national average, and anything lower than that is the percent difference of how much cheaper it is to live in Eagle in this case. And if it's higher than 100, that's how much percentage it is higher than 100, the national average. Very interesting because Eagle is actually 25% higher than the Idaho average, which does not surprise me, but it's also 16% higher than the national average, which actually did surprise me. Idaho is rising in terms of housing costs, but the other costs that's taking into consideration, like goods and services, groceries, healthcare, housing, transportation, those and utilities, the whole thing is taken into effect there. So you can see the breakdown on your screen of how much each category is weighted. I'm just surprised because really, when I talk to people all the time, real life examples, people are paying less for their utilities and you're saving like literally multiple hundreds a month in utilities here, and it's only 10% of the weighted cost. So, you tell me. So, after all of that, what do I think about Legacy? You might be wondering, why in the heck did you move from Legacy? I was there from 2015 to 2022. We bought our 2,800 square foot home for $306,000 at the time. We just sold that on the open market for $740,000. We collected the equity and moved out a little bit more into the country. So for us, that was what worked for us. We wanted an acre of land. There are no acre lots in Legacy. Do I love Legacy? Honestly, let me give you my stone-faced real answer. The answer is I would give it an 8 out of 10. And let me tell you why. Now, this is not gonna make every headline, but I wanna give you the honest truth of some of the things in Legacy. Legacy is very well manicured, as you can see from some of the film that you've seen as I've been talking, very well manicured. from people who can afford in Legacy. It is a strict HOA. With an HOA comes protection of home values, and that I saw very clearly with my CBH built home. I talked about the builders early on. The CBH home was built in Legacy, and my home values were very protected because of the HOA. The HOA is a love-hate relationship for sure. If you do not like HOAs in the slightest, stay away from Legacy. If you can handle an HOA that might be a little bit more particular, I wouldn't say they're terrible, but they're very particular. They want the home values kept up. People who buy there are spending more money to be there, and so it's understandable that they want their home values protected. It's understandable that they don't want trashy stuff next door. They don't want RVs parked in the front driveway for months on end. Are they reasonable? It really depends. There are rules they try to govern by. I mean, this is a small little city, and the HOA board members are volunteer. They're trying their best. You know, they have all these activities. Some people are offended because they try to do like a free Pilates class and it might get denied. Well, you know what? I can see why they're a little offended, but at the same time, you have a board of directors trying to make rules and say, hey, look, if we let one person do it, then we'll have to let the next person do it. These guys might have good intentions, then these guys don't. So they have to make some decisions that not everyone loves. We loved our time there. We were ready for 1 acre when it was time to leave. I actually sold to my client who moved here from Oregon. And so I told her all about the ins and outs of the community, ins and outs of the neighbors. And frankly, it was a great choice for them. And they're loving it. She's texted me twice. She says they think you're in heaven. We thought we were in heaven the whole time we were there. We just found another slice of heaven out here. So that's my honest take on Legacy. You can't beat the pools. You can't beat the heated pools. Can't beat the park, the tennis courts. You can't beat how active it is. And you cannot beat how pristine the community is as a whole. I think you will find that very clear is that there is a lot of pride of ownership in that neighborhood. And if you like that pride of ownership, it is honestly a great place for you. So with that honest review, would you move to Legacy? Or what questions do you have about Legacy? Put them in the comments and I always respond to those. I don't pay someone else to respond to those. I respond to those. So if you have any questions or if you know if you would or wouldn't move to Legacy, please put in the comments below. And of course, if you all want to be like the plenty of others who have called, texted, or emailed, please reach out. Call, text, or email at the number or email on your screen. I love getting those calls. I'm appreciative of those calls, and it makes my day. I hope to be the one to help you with my 1, 2, 3 easy buying process. You'll see how easy it is, and will save you time and effort, and you will get focused on really what you want. And if it's not in your cards right now, give me a call, text, or email, and we will formulate a plan for you to get going. And whether it's now or a year from now, whenever it is. Hey, look, if you love the Legacy video here, you'll want to watch the top 10 things you should know before moving to Eagle, Idaho. That video is right there, and go watch it and see maybe Legacy's not for you, but Eagle is. Go check out Legacy video and see if you should be moving to Eagle, Idaho. Also, don't forget to tune in. I have 2 YouTube lives every month that I do on the 1st and 3rd Tuesday. The first Tuesday is at 1 p.m. Mountain, 12 noon Pacific time. And the second YouTube live I do is this 3rd Tuesday of the month at 7 p.m. Mountain, 6 p.m. Pacific. Those are live question and answer periods where you can come on and ask questions of me, interact with me. I usually have a topic. I go over market stats, and the third one I go over different topics on the first one. And it really is driven by a lot of you. So if you have questions and want to interact with me and maybe not ready to make the phone call or text, that is an awesome option for you. So please feel free to hop on those lives as well.